So I've got Mark Porter from the CEO of Highwire Networks, and just made an announcement. And so let's dig in a little bit deeper to this, Mark. First of all, for those who weren't on the call, what's it about?
Well, Julian, we were very excited to start unveiling the new solution that we're bringing to market, and that we really are focusing on disrupting the SASE market and frankly a couple of others too. But we're really looking to do with the intellectual property that we announced we acquired last week. We're looking to revolutionize the way security is delivered in the secure access segment. And the focus is on bringing the secure part to where the actual edge of the network is. Traditionally, people have focused on devices at a point or place in a network. But as we've all seen the world evolve and change over the last 3 years, so has the network, and we need to evolve with it. So our solution is really focused on securing that edge wherever it is. And the reality is the way we consume data with machines, that the edge of the network is wherever the device is, because they're no longer bound to an office and they're no longer bound to a 9-to-5 environment. So we're really focused on how to change the way we secure in this environment.
You know, it makes a lot of sense. And what was the plan? What's the strategic plan in terms of how you wanted to acquire this piece, or why did you acquire this piece of technology to bake into your technology stack?
Well, that's a really important element of it is John Peterson, JP, as we call him, is somebody we've worked with in the past who's had a very long track record of developing solutions and bringing them into other organizations. JP actually approached us with something he had been working on for a long time. And as we had a long track record in working with him and solutions he's developed, it was a very compelling relationship. And the reason JP wanted to work with us, and the reason we believe ultimately that we will win in this space and be able to execute faster, is we have extensive distribution. As you and I have spoken about before, we're a channel-only organization. We've got over 250 MSPs and growing every day. We've got hundreds of other technology partners that leverage us for other pieces of our service stack. And collectively, we have a way to market very quickly, because when we looked at the solution that JP had built, and we look at how it fundamentally changes the way you secure devices and the way you gather data, because the way we consume data has changed, we looked at this as a really significant winning combination, because we can immediately leverage it with our existing customer base, which could be hundreds of thousands of devices. And then we can also look through our channel partners and through our technology reseller partners. There are licensing opportunities. There are opportunities at scale with, every K-12 organization in America needs this solution. So when we look at what we bring and what this technology does to fundamentally change things, it was a winning combination, and it's a great opportunity for us and for JP. Having JP on the team is a really significant and really dynamic change to our leadership and to how we go forward as an organization.
Yeah, Mark, I'd imagine as well that because the technology is in-house, right? The development and the evolution of it could be much more better integrated, and you could respond a little bit faster to different technologies that's coming in the stack.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the elements that the technology gives us is actually real-time intel on what's going on in terms of URLs. The capability to effectively stop phishing, and what ours does is not just known phishing sites. There's lots of tools to do that, and we're not looking at this as just another tool. We're actually looking at this as displacing existing spend dollars on other tools and consolidating some functionality. So as we reveal more down the road and get it into production, that'll become a little more evident. But when you look at where it sits and how it all works, it'll give us the ability to integrate with all of the other providers that we work with today, where we have commercial relationships with, and we're already talking to several about API integrations to both feed intelligence into our systems as well as to their systems in a more broader sense to give them real-time threat intel, the same we get the benefit of, and how additionally, how it will allow for more response capabilities from their existing products out to the edge of the network, because we have a greater degree to which we can control that device to perform immediate remediations. So we can stop things both pre-execution as well as post-execution, and give our customers and future customers of this product greater capability to contain an incident before it spreads laterally in a network.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how the whole cybersecurity world got very complicated, adding stacks, technologies on top of technologies, right? And at the end of the day, that's not best practice anymore. It's like pulling them together, better integrated, more simplified, more effective. That's the trend, moving forward. If you look at your current technology stack and strategy right now, how do you see that evolving right now with these types of new additions?
Yeah, that's a great question, because we talk a lot about tools aren't exactly the solution. In fact, they're often part of the problem, right? You become effective at managing a tool but not gaining security. So when we looked at this, and we've looked closely at other potential acquisitions of IP and things like that, and most of them are tools, right? And what we really see here is a solution that addresses the biggest attack surface, which is it leverages the browser as a way to protect the device because of the way we consume data today, right? And this is part of what's changing, and why the cybersecurity model really needs to look at changing. When we look at securing the network, I'm not saying that's not important, it is, but where is the network, right? We're all connectionless. We could be working off our phone, we could be working off our laptops. I mean, we haven't bought a desktop in our organization since God knows when, right? I mean, the 90s are calling, they want them all back, I guess. But so when we look at how to avoid tool sprawl, we see this as an opportunity to actually consolidate a bunch of different point solutions that really, and the reason that you can do it is because we consume data through apps and browsers today. Even behind the firewall, users do their work in a browser. They access your corporate applications, they access your CRMs, your ERPs, all of that stuff through a browser. So when you work with the browser, we're not replacing a browser, and that's really critically important. When you work with a browser, you get tremendous insight and access to the data being consumed, up to and including the fact that because it's in the browser, you're decrypting the traffic, which makes this much more valuable, and the insight on that traffic is now meaningful, as opposed to just packets with headers that can't be interpreted by a lot of solutions, right? So we're looking at a way to consolidate different things, agents that you might use in the identity access management tool, right? We give you another factor to use in that integrates seamlessly with it. We're able to posture check your device. We're able to get not just the main URL on a device, but all of the embedded URLs, so malvertising becomes less effective. That is a real common way of attacking now. And take all that telemetry, and then in real time, propagate it across all of our other tool sets, your endpoint detection, our XDR solutions, all of those pieces. So our managed service customers benefit every single day by every single instance that's out there. And that's an entirely different monetizable stream. It's also, some of this technology is also licensable into other solutions. And we look forward to some strategic partnerships around that.
The journey continues, Mark. It's complicated cybersecurity, and one of the reasons why we recommend to MSPs, if you just can't build this stuff, companies like yours are able to help them to augment their cybersecurity protection pretty quick. And as you know, with all the various compliance stuff and regulations, this and that coming down the pipelines, it's better now than ever, right? So it is what it is. Sounds great. Anything else you want to add before we jump off?
No, we appreciate the opportunity to chat, Julian, and we look forward to getting this into the marketplace. We expect to have a couple of versions of this out as early as the end of third quarter. So we're very excited about it.
Good stuff. We'll keep you posted, and we'll put a link as well so they could learn more. All right, take care, Mark. Cheers.
Cool.
Keep us posted.
Thanks, Julian. Appreciate it.